everybody, welcome to Kiki's Kitchen. Kiki's Kitchen, for real people. Simple. Why, oh why do people stop and stare? Welcome back to There's a Gun in My Soup. What we've done so far, Caesar salad. They can't wait to eat it. Just gonna walk over to here. I've got roasted potatoes in the oven. They got probably another 10 or 15 minutes because I like them nice and crispy. You know, and if they don't taste good, you don't like your neighbor, you can throw them at them. One potato at a time. Now I have the chicken scappata, the scampering chicken. That's what it means, I guess, in Italian.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what's scappata?
Scampering. Run! Yeah, you got to run.
Run.
Yeah, you know, the cut.
Okay.
You know, one wise guy told me, we're in a restaurant in Brooklyn, and I was doing a documentary film for TNT. It was called Family Values, The Mob in the Movies. And most of the cast was there. And this big guy, I think he was a head breaker. We were sitting down having some linguine and white clam sauce. And he said, let me ask you a question, Cheech. Sure, Angelo. He said, once a cop, always a cop? I thought for a couple of seconds. I said, Angelo, let me ask you this. Once a wise guy, always a wise guy? And that was the end of the conversation. Yep. I didn't want to tell him, Angelo, you're so big, I'm afraid of you. I mean, he looked like a hippopotamus. His neck was a size like a 22-inch round neck. He could snap me like a toothpick. But these are the guys that I was dealing with on a daily basis, you know? I had to zig and zag.
Well, Frankie, why do your chef Kiki?
Oh, this is sentimental. My chef coat, Chef Kiki. My goddaughter, Aiden, named me Kiki. She was 2 years old. Her parents were on vacation, I think, in France. So Chrissy and I, my wife Chris and I were babysitting. And we had lived in a townhouse in East Chester, New York. And I remember the clarity of that moment when I was upstairs on the second floor. Chrissy and Aiden were downstairs. And me and Aiden always bonded. We had a bond. Even to today, you know, we love each other. She's a very special girl in my life. So she heard me moving around upstairs. I was about to walk downstairs. And so she comes running from the kitchen, and she's standing at the bottom of the foot of the stairs. She looks up at me. She couldn't pronounce my name, Frankie. She was going, Kiki, Kiki, Kiki. And the name stuck.
Everybody.
Thank you. Stuck. The name stuck. And that I'm Kiki to a lot of my friends. Yes.
They all call you Kiki.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Great story.
Yeah. Now I'm going to make this horrible dessert.
I doubt.
I don't know. I sort of like thought of it today, this morning. It's easy. I like simple. Come on.
Guinea pigs.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. You know, because everything is clean, sanitized. I wash my hands. My wife would cut my throat if I didn't. She's told me 100 times.
Talk to us about what this dessert's going to be.
It's a secret, Tootie. No, you know what? It's so easy. I took ready mixed pancake flour, right? Again, by my eye, it's probably 2 cups. And then I'm going to take, I don't use any fake ingredients. This is pure vanilla. It's more expensive, but if you're going to put it in your body, are you going to put fake stuff in your body?
No.
Not me. My Uncle Dominic told me, Frankie, you come to my house, your family, you're going to get the best scotch, the best rye, the best whiskey. My people that come to my house that I don't like, they get the cheap stuff. But us, we put the best in our bodies. So you're my friends. I'm putting the best. How many? I'm going to put, say, a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of vanilla in this mix. I could put something else, but I'm not. And it's ready mixed, so I'm going to use some water. And with my whisk, just whisk it around. You don't want to make it too thin. You know, then you might like drool. I don't like to drool. Maybe when I'm 110, I'll be sitting in the corner somewhere. Nobody taking, yeah, I'll be drooling. Please, give me a napkin. They won't hear me. What? Yeah, look at that. Look at the consistency. By accident. I don't even know how much I dripped. I mean, water, you know. You might want to stick your head under the faucet.
You're gonna have to measure what you're gonna put in your cookbook.
So you...
What, Dennis?
No, you can see you don't have to use all, you throw all your measuring cups away.
Yeah, you know what? Measuring is good when you start, but if you, like I've been cooking since I'm 3 years old. They had to put a stool up by the stove.
Oh, wow.
Frankie, don't burn yourself. Dennis, it's true. All right, here we have the batter now. I'm going to take my pan, a little pan. Got to heat the baby up. Remember, it's got to be hot and the oil's got to be hot. But I'm going to use butter and I'm going to use vegetable oil because it's going to bring down the burning point of butter when you add the vegetable oil or olive oil. And I don't want my pancakes burnt. You know, people, you're making pancakes and they're burned. Because of the butter burns. Not good. Not good. It doesn't taste good.
So you put some oil with the butter.
Yes. And now you watch, my pancakes will be burned. No. My mom's knife. Fantastic, huh?
Yeah.
I used to smell her meatballs cooking on Sunday mornings. Oh, it was a treat because 9 o'clock in the morning, she'd be frying meatballs. I'd be smelling them, run out of bed, and she'd get a Taranover's Italian bread from the Bronx, cut a slice, dip it in the gravy, put the meatball on it, and downtown Georgia Brown. The best of the best.
That's nice. So your love of cooking probably started with your mom,
Oh, yeah.
and then you worked with Emerald and the Wise Guys and whoever, so you've had cooking
Yeah.
all your life then.
How about your grandmother?
My grandmother, she used to break my neck. You know, she was a tough woman. I remember once I had a stiff neck. She said, I don't want to burn this baby. And I made the mistake. Grandma, I got a stiff neck. Frankie, come here. Frangozza, come here. I'm going to fix your neck. So I sat on her lap. I couldn't have been more than 4 years old. She puts me up on her lap. And she, you know this middle finger, the noogie? She bent my head this way, slammed her fist into the side of my neck, and Grandma, how's your neck? How's your neck? You broke my neck, Grandma. Please, no more. I give up. That's true.
The reason I brought that subject up is because your mother and your grandmother, when they cooked, probably didn't use measurements and measuring cups and all that.
No, they used a spoon. First on me, and then they... Oh, yeah. I used to have to duck when I went in. I used to have to duck when I went to each room. And when they had a little butter, let's see, that's about a quarter of a teaspoon. What do I have on there? No good. Butter's out. Okay, now that's about a quarter of a teaspoon. I got eyes like a hawk. Now I'm going to put a little vegetable oil. I probably walked right by it. A little veggie, so it doesn't burn. Don't you burn the pan, Frank. Don't burn the pan. That's on high heat.
Okay.
But I'm going to lower it as soon as I get the batter in.
Oh, okay.
I've got my flipperinas. You always got to have a flipperina. You could use this if you got kids. You know. Oh, they'll yes. What'd you say? See that sizzling? I'm going to lower that heat. I don't want that butter burning. And you know what? Oh, the scappata. I'm going to turn it off. I don't want that overcooked either. Oh, it's perfect. It's like my batter. Let me just zabulate that in there. Zabulation. Look at that pour, huh? It's like Niagara Falls. Did you say Niagara Falls? Niagara Falls. Slowly I turned. Don't jump. You're not that depressed, Frank. Give it a couple of moments. Yeah. You know, some people suffer from depression. I don't know what that is. I drink. Like a fish. All right. The pancake batter is in.
Now you put a little garlic in that or what?
No, Dennis. We become civilized, Dennis. We're civilized. I'm going to get a little pancake dish. Look how nice and floury this dish is. Huh? Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you call that? What?
No, this is from my wife. She's the one that has the class. I don't.
We know that.
Exactly.
We know that. Culture of form.
I love playing golf with this guy. I do. I have a cousin, played golf with him. His name was Pat. And he used to carry a flask of bourbon in his golf bag.
I know somebody who does that.
Well, I learned from him.
Oh.
By the time we got to the 14th tee, we had to help each other up to the tee. I couldn't see the ball.
That does happen.
It does. I'm going to raise the heat on this a little, right? Now, I'm going to take out some, I hope everybody likes ice cream. Oh, baby, huh? Ah, you know what I'm going to use the peach ice cream for this.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm getting weak. Oh. I wish my friend Brian was here, but they're building a beautiful house in the state in Vero Beach. It's fantastic. They've got their own lake.
Got their own everything.
6 acres, right?
5.
5 acres. I told Brian I want to roast a pig. You know,
Yes.
when you want to kick it off,
Yes.
we'll get the spit. I got a recipe from a butcher friend of mine. He didn't know I was a cop, and I used to go in there and hide and drink his homemade wine on Ontario Avenue in the Bronx, and we talked cooking. And I said, you know, I'm thinking about roasting a pig, and he gave me his marinade, his basting recipe that I still have. That's probably 20 years old.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Well, that'd be exciting.
A 20-pounder suckling on a spit, about 7 hours. Baste it, drink, baste, drink, baste. Oh yeah.
And before long, you're drinking the basting.
You can drink. You'll be drinking the swamp water, Dennis. You'll be drinking the swamp water. Look, I got even a scooper. Scooper, ice cream scooper. Let me look at this. Oh boy. You got to pay attention. I'm not paying attention. You could tell, look, this is a little soupy, but it should turn, you should be able to turn it when it's bubbles on top because it's signifying that it's cooking. I'm going to give it another 2 minutes before I bang it over because it'll like drip on me. But when you're cooking, you know, who cares? You can make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes.
So tell me the name of your book.
There's a gun in my soup.
Yeah. How'd you pick that? Well, I mean, what's the,
Well, I talked to my agent. We're thinking about a cooktop with a bowl of soup with a pistol in it, and me in my chef's coat. And there's a gun in my soup. It's working with the mob, cooking for the mob, and there's going to be vignettes between each recipe explaining how I cooked for them in this situation, in a particular situation.
so if you had to pull out the gun during the cooking, you just have it ready?
Well, it's just a prop. I'm going to try it now. It's still a little jelly there, you know. Anyway, I can have a sip of wine. Is that okay? Oh.
You get more relaxed, Frankie.
Oh my, you don't want that. I'm unhinged, Tootie. I am.
Hey, I just finished your book on garbage birds.
Yeah.
Excellent book. I mean, that was a real read. I really enjoyed that book. I mean, a lot of people should read that. That really puts you the true Frankie. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the comedy in there and the seriousness is all mixed up in one thing. You know?
I never,
Really
I mean,
good
it was a
book to read.
13-ton Mack garbage truck. I never picked up garbage, but the government says you're going to be a garbage man. You're going to work for this company. The owner was ultimately shot to death.
Oh my goodness.
But I hit everything but a human being with that
I
truck.
know, especially the bank building.
I banked into banks, people screaming. They thought it exploded.
The bank, that was funny with the
I
bank.
was working with my hopper guy, Nutsy Faganza.
Nazi, yeah.
Yeah, he was from Manhattan, 135th, and
Nazi was crazy, but I think he made him a little more crazy.
we were drinking bourbon. We were drinking brandy because we had to start our route at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was and it was in the dead of winter. Yeah, I was so scared. I had Nutsy. I had to confide in him. He said, "You don't know how to drive a garbage truck." I said, "Look, Nutsy, I need the job." I never told him I was a cop. I said, "You're going to have to help me." And Nutsy Faganza looked like Popeye. The only thing missing was his girlfriend, Olive Oil. He was a nervous guy, you know. He's smoking his pipe, and he had the long ponytail. He had forearms like Popeye, like tree trunks. Hey, Frank, he says, you know, you got to speed it up here. We should be done with this route in 3 hours. 8 hours later, I couldn't back the thing into between two small buildings to pick up a dumpster. We were picking up 50 yarders, 150 yarders. Am I hooked up yet? Am I hooked up yet? No. I was so upset with him. I was going to take the gun out and shoot him. Don't tell me one more time, Nutsy, that I'm not hooked up. Don't say it, Nutsy. I got to turn this over very. I'm not going to be foolish. I'm going to get another spatula. You know, you got to take your time because nothing's going to happen. Where did the camera guy go? He took a powder.
Want to have a drink?
Camera's still on.
Is it? Yeah. Hello. Look at this. Kelsey, huh? Oh, God. I've got to do this gently, Kelsey. I don't want to ruin it. It's going to be ruined. I'll figure it out.
Throw it up in the air, Frankie.
I don't want to paint the ceiling.
There you go.
Again. I don't want to paint the ceiling again. All right, we're going to let this cook a little. Because it was kind of thick, you know, but it's still not going to be ruined. It's going to be pretty. It will be. I'm going to get my plate.
You're going to put peach ice cream on it. Are you kidding me? It's going to be delicious.
It's going to, yes. It's going to, you know what? It's going to be very delicious. I'm thinking of something. All right, so peach ice cream. Bingo. I got a surprise for everybody. Macerated strawberries. Oh my God. Oh my God. Macerated strawberries. Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
This, you never get this in prison. I put a lot of guys away. Oh my God. If they see this, they're gonna get hungry. You know?
Now, what have you done to your strawberries?
I cut them in
Wow, like,
small pieces and I macerate them with sugar, and the natural juice is just, it's so sweet. How sweet it is.
You know what I use on mine? Powdered sugar.
Do you? You could do that
Instead of
too.
granulated sugar. And
It
it
works.
seems to come out great too.
Look at that. I'm not paying attention. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here's my pancake. And look, it like I said, you can doctor this stuff up. It still looks pretty presentable, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I take my ice cream scooper, and I invented this morning. I'm sure a lot of people have done it, right?
well, have you done that, Audrey?
No? It's easy. Chiquisi. My friend Chiquisi. I'm just gonna move over here. I'm gonna slide over. Little slide. And then some macerated strawberries.
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna get a fork arenas for y'all, and a couple of knives, and you can split it up or whatever.
This is my kind of thing. We're having dessert.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I want
Life is short, eat dessert
yeah.
first.
Here's the dessert, and I want to take my the scarpata off the stove. I don't want to burn myself. First, we'll take this. Bingo! Wow.
Oh my.
Chicken scarpata, still running. Marbarinas. Oh yeah, the marbarinas. Gently, 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 gently. All right?
Boy, look at that.
Bingo. Wow!
Great.
Talk to me, Jackson. Woo!
Wonderful.
Oh man.
Your potatoes.
Oh yeah, the potatoes.
Wow.
I know they're going to be ready. I just know they're going to be ready.
Oh, yeah, look. Golden brown.
Yep. While the potatoes still like me, I'm going to put a little saltariness on them. While they still like me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to need a spoon for the potatoes. You know, I'm going to use that for that. Part of my back. And this will be good for the potatoes.
All right.
And there we are. We have it. We have chicken scarpata, roasted potatoes, Caesar salad, and we have a pancake ice cream dessert with macerated strawberries.
Fantastic.
See you. Tune in again.
We can eat now.
Yes, you can. See you next time. Ciao!